Hello, everybody. Caleb here, bringing you episode 8 of the Think and Grow Rich mini series. Today's episode is on decision. Uh, I'm going to be calling decision choices because I prefer the word choice, since I think everything in life is a choice. For the most part, I think everyone has a whole lot of different choices every single day, probably hundreds, if not thousands, of choices going on every single day. Subconscious ones that you don't even think about making, that you just do because it's the way human body works. You just choose to breathe. You choose to kind of stay alive. You choose to tell yourself you're hungry. You choose to tell yourself you need to get something to drink. You choose to sleep in. You choose to set alarms to wake yourself up. There's all these choices that go on every single day, and it's basically what decision is a choice. It's the deciding to do something or not do something. I think the not do something is more of procrastination, and that's what the chapter defines or describes decision as. This whole chapter is described as the mastery of procrastination, since procrastination is one of the most common enemies that practically everyone must conquer. Uh, Procrastination is something that I think everyone can work on overcoming and becoming better at recognizing. As a wise man once told me, don't say for later what you can do now. So if there's something that you're saying you want to do later, don't wait. Just do it, get it over with. I think that's the mentality a lot of people should have, is not thinking of something that they want to do and saying I'll do it later or I'll do it tomorrow. I think people need to get in the habit of saying I want to do that and then going out and doing it. That's a big part in this chapter. It talks about how decisions all require courage. Choices that go on every single day require courage. Some greater amounts of courage than other choices, but every decision takes courage, especially having a definiteness of decision, the ability to make quick decisions and responsible decisions all take a good amount of courage. It also says in the chapter that lack of decision is one of the biggest causes of failure. And if you think about it, it's probably the most uh, accurate statement, I think, in the whole book. Lack of decision is really what separates greatness from just being good or average. Deciding to go out and do more for yourself, more for the people in your life, your family, your friends, do more for your health, do more for your wealth, do more for your just everything. Um, Doing more, I think, is naturally just a better way of life than doing less. You get one life to live, so decide to do more with it than do less with it. Uh, there's a good quote that's not in the book, but I really like. It's something along the lines of either write stories worth telling or live a life worth telling the story about. Um, so I think that's kind of, either you have the decision of doing either way, either write great stories or live a life that is a story worth telling. All comes down to the decisions you make every day. I think some of the big decisions that I need to work on every single day, or if I'm going to set an alarm for 8 o'clock, I need to get up at 8 o'clock, not snooze my alarm for 10 minutes because I'm procrastinating at the beginning of every day. And that's not a good choice to make, to start off your day in a procrastination kind of mindset of, I'll put like, if you snooze your alarm, you're basically saying I'm pushing off today. I don't want today to happen. I'm not ready for today. And I do that so often. And I think so many other people my age do as well. Uh, Setting alarms should be the strict time you get up. You shouldn't need multiple alarms, or you shouldn't snooze your alarm. So I think my new decision is going to be to, instead of sleeping next to my phone on the charger, I'll put my phone on the charger across the room. So when my alarm goes off, I'm forced to get out of bed to turn it off. And then my overall decision then will be to just get up out of bed, then get my day going. Instead of having the opportunity to make the choice to stay in bed, I'll just get rid of that whole option as possible, and then I can make the decision to get out of bed easier. So that's one thing that I can do. I'm sure there's a whole lot of other decisions I can work on improving at, but I think I would like to challenge you to think about all the decisions you make every day, all the good ones, all the bad ones, which are the ones that you can improve on to make better. How can you eliminate the bad decisions that you make? What kind of strategies can you implement to counteract those? Like for me, I said I plan on countering my sleeping and snoozing habit by just forcing myself to get out of bed by having my alarm set across the room. So other things that I can maybe think of is my lack of decision making when it comes to doing homework or reading. I'll think about reading and then it won't happen for another hour or two, or I'll think about homework and it won't happen maybe even at all. So I think getting down packed that those are important decisions for my future and reaching my goals and making my dreams a reality. I need to, when I think of doing those things, not say I'll do it later. I'll do it now. Get it over with. Get it out of the way. It won't kill you. If it won't kill you, it's basically easy. It's not causing you physical harm. All it does is take some time, and if it's something that's making your goals come true or your goals, dreams a reality, then it shouldn't seem as like a tedious process to make that decision to get your things done. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Decision is a relatively simple chapter, but the complexity kicks in the more you think about how many choices go on every single day in your life. So remember, life is full of choices. Choose to make it great. Choose to make your life special. Not every day is going to be special though, but at the end of your life, you can definitely make your time here spent special and leave behind a legacy I'm sure is good and helps out your community and sets an example of righteousness and overall beneficiary of humanity. Kind of just rambling on some of my future goals. I want to be a legendary individual. I just gotta work on making the better decisions to make that happen and come up with the choices I need to make to just bring that into fruition, come up with the game plan. But that's it for me on episode 8 on decision. I hope it was insightful and that you got something out of it. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you left a like on the video. If you have any ideas on how you can improve your day-to-day decisions, maybe you should comment those below, and then I will, respond, inspire you some more on making those decisions happen. Or you can just comment ideas on how you can make these videos, or how you think I can make these videos better. I would really appreciate if you did that. I'm always trying to make my content as best as I can and as valuable as possible. So comment ideas below and I'll try and incorporate them for sure. As always, thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in episode 9. Peace.